Shalom. First and foremost, we want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors unto the apostles, bishops, and elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom also to the Akim pushing this word in sincerity and in truth, and to the speckled birds scattered throughout the four corners of the world, and to the few sisters who are listening to you. I say Shalom. Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson. We are the brothers from the GMS Chicago camp, and the brother Chadashia with
the brother Rapaya.
And we just wanted to get into a quick topic. As you can see, the title of the lesson we put, is your mind on forever or the now? All right. And this came through inspiration from Colossians, the 3rd chapter. All right. Because starting off with Colossians 3:1, it says, if ye then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of Yahweh. Set your affection on things above, not on things of the earth. All right. And if your affection, your mind is on the things of the earth, then your mind is in the now, man. All right. You got to recalibrate and remember what we're fighting for, man. We're fighting for eternity. We're fighting for an everlasting kingdom. All right.
Well, the prophets of old were called seers because they could see afar off.
That's right.
They knew that this present evil world was temporal. You know, and the scriptures talk about that. You know, like with Daniel and the statue and Nebuchadnezzar. All right, the time of the Gentiles ruling, all this shit is temporary, man. But what we got coming, the kingdom of heaven, is forever.
That's right.
It's a kingdom with no end, where all our people are going to be righteous.
To back you up, this is Sirach 37:25. The days of the life of man may be numbered, but the days of Israel are innumerable. All right, so the days of Israel are innumerable. Our kingdom is going to be forever, man. And you got to always keep that in mind, because you don't want to let the things of this world choke the word out of you and then you become unfruitful, man. Because when you get focused on the things of this world, on the things of this earth, your mind is on the now. You like the brother just said, why are we called prophets, seers? Why were they called that? Because they could see afar off. And us being in this truth, we could see afar off, man, that this place is done. We could see afar off. Our mind is on forever. Our mind is on eternity and the kingdom that's going to be everlasting, man. All right. And if you set your affection on things above, that's what you're constantly going to be thinking about, man. All right. You want those things to dominate your mind. All right. The thoughts of the kingdom, man. All right. You want your mind, your heart to be watered with this word, man. All right. You don't want other things to be choking the word out of you, and then you just give up, man.
Or not even just choking, but making you bitter.
Yeah.
Where you're bitter to the point where you're not fruitful anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Matter of fact, to back you up, this is Hebrews 3:12. It says, take heed, brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living God. But exhort one another daily while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. All right. You don't want to be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin, which that's what happens when you get in a bitter mood. When you get bitter in this truth and you get weary in well-doing, you get tired of, going out there and teaching. You get tired of just enduring and taking the low and suffering for Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi. Hey, man, that's why we're here, to exhort one another, man, to continue to fight. But that's why we're here, to ultimately, boost each other's spirits up through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, through this word, man.
But, having our minds, stirred to pure remembrance, all right, this should make you more cheerful. You should be rejoicing in these things as we see the downfall of our enemies.
Right.
All right, knowing that this place is temporal, and yeah, it sucks. It's supposed to suck. It's supposed to be bitter. You know what I mean? But hey, we got the truth, man. All right, and that's why we should be rejoicing. You know what I'm saying? Because what? Hey, the kingdom of heaven is after this place is done. After this place is taken out, the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Israel is going to be established again. And this time is going to be forever, man. It says the glory of the latter house is going to be greater than the former house. Roughly paraphrasing Haggai 2:9.
Let me get that for you. This is Haggai 2:9. The glory of this latter house shall be greater than of the former, saith Yahweh of hosts. And in this place will I give peace, saith the Lord of hosts.
Yeah, in Jeremiah, he says that, I have an expected end for you, man. All right? That's Jeremiah 29:11. But also Isaiah 64:4, 1 Corinthians 2:9 say the same thing about that no eye has seen, ear has heard. Well, we got something we can't even imagine, all right? But it's so amazing, all right, beyond anything we've ever known, And that's why, hey, Galatians 6:9, if you grab that one too. Because hey, we're gonna get the greatest reward ever if we faint not.
That's right. It says Galatians 6:9, and let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not.
You see?
So we got to continue to fight, man. We got to continue to behold, the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and pick up our cross daily, man. All right, don't get weary in well doing. Don't get tired of serving the Lord, man. All right, because this truth has completely changed our lives, man. This has changed our perspective. It has given us insight of the future. It has quickened us back to life. We know the names of the Lord. We're living, man.
Well, exactly. We've drawn closer and near to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai because of this.
Right.
And we have to remember the end goal of this. You know what I'm saying? Again, going back to the seers, man, seeing afar off. All this hell, this bitterness, these sacrifices that we're doing and dealing with, hey, a great reward is going to come from it, man. All right? You're going to look back and say, man, it was all worth it, man. And that's why, hey, the prophets, being able to see afar off, hey, wait on the promises, lifetime after lifetime. And this is a lifetime where we're going to receive it, man. So we should be rejoicing forevermore.
That's right. It says Romans 8:18, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. All right? Because what we're suffering for here, like it says in the book of Sirach, the 23rd chapter, they that remain are going to know that it was better to keep the commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man, and
Can
to
you
wait.
just read it? No, you're butchering it. Read it. Verse 23, verse 27. There's nothing better than the fear of the Lord. Nothing sweeter than to take the heed to the commandments of the Lord. Go ahead.
It says, Sirach 23:27, and they that remain shall know that there is nothing better than the fear of the Lord.
Right. So knowing that, what are you so wrapped up about this bitterness?
Yeah.
All right. All this shit that we're going through, man. At the very end, you're going to see that there's nothing better than take heed to the Lord, man. All right. The fear of the Lord is the best thing, the best investment you can have, man.
That's right.
All right. It's going to drive away sins. It's going to make you move with fear. All right. To build like Noah.
Yup.
Move with fear to build the ark. You see? Go ahead.
It says, and that there is nothing sweeter than to take heed unto the commandments of the Lord. You see, so being in this truth, we're in the most privileged position, man. All right? Because when everything is said and done, we're going to know, Lord willing, if we endure unto the end, that there's nothing sweeter than to take heed unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and to, hold on and cleave unto the Lord, which the position we're in right now, we're in the best position to cleave unto the Lord, man. All right? We're in the truth, man.
And we have the most to gain.
Yeah.
It looks like we're losing. It looks like we've lost things. Yeah, we're going to get immortality. All right? We're going to be the closest ones to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And we're going to receive 100-fold, man.
Man, bro.
You see? So no, man. It looks weary right now. It looks bad. But hey, we know that this is just temporary, man. All right, and this ain't our rest, as the scripture says. So why are you even tripping? Why are you trying to rest in captivity? Why do you want this place to be pleasant? This place is supposed to be, bitter. It's supposed to be a learning lesson, all right? Because this is not our kingdom, man. You see, so we shouldn't, be choked out by bitterness.
Yeah.
The
things of the now. When you read the Gospels, man, the way that Yahushua spoke to the church, the way that he spoke to believers, it was always on faith, man. It was always, he told them, take no thought for the morrow, what you shall wear, what you shall eat. Those are words that, cure your anxiety, man. Mm-hmm. What are you so anxious about, man? Well, your car note, your rent, all those things are going to get taken care of, man. The Lord made heaven and earth. You think the Lord's not going to help you pay your rent, man? Everything that we go through on this side, man, the Lord is teaching us patience. He's teaching us temperance. Everything is building up our faith. Every situation we get thrown into, man, don't let the bitterness of that situation and the bitterness of America choke you out this truth, man. All right? It gets bitter, but guess what, man? That there's this truth always takes you to the bitter, but also the sweet side of things, man. You always rejoice at the end of the day, man.
Well, like Yahushua, he was made perfect through suffering. We need to go through this bitterness. You know what I'm saying? All right? And before the truth, hey, Tawadi Yahushua for the apostles, because, hey, they do a diligent search, all right? And they've taught us what? To eat the bitters, because what? That purges out all the bad shit out of your body. And the same in this walk, in this truth. This walk must be bitter, man. So that, we could, can you grab the House of Mourning scripture?
Come.
And go into that word? Because now we get to reflect and look back, you know what I'm saying? And improve ourselves morally, you know what I'm saying? Through the sufferings that we're going through, It makes us stronger, man. Hey, in the time of Jacob's trouble, hey, we're gonna stand firm, all right? Because our hope is in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That's why the mighty man's gonna cry bitterly, man. These people have no hope, no clue. They're living it up. It's all sweet to them right now, but soon it's gonna be bitter to them in Jacob's trouble. But for us, it's gonna be sweet. All right. You see, we're going through all these things right now so that we're not condemned with the world. Right, we're going through the purging process now. All right, the Lord is trying us in the fire of affliction. You see,
it says Ecclesiastes 7:2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart.
Can you go into the blue letter for I think the house of mourning part?
Come. It says for house of mourning, let me see. Would it be this? Period of mourning for the dead, for the rights of mourning.
What's the strong say?
It says lamentation, mourning.
And with the root, can you go through? It's. I know it's in the scripture though.
Khan.
I was going over with Tatia.
Khan. It says to mourn, lament of humans, of inanimate objects. Let me see verse 4. Salakia. The house.
Yeah, basically, the one I'm looking for is basically, going through all this suffering, you sit back and think about it, man. Like, why am I in this position? You know what I'm saying? Then you start to reflect, man, you know what I'm saying? And you start doing better, like King David. My sins were ever before me, You be mindful of these things that the Lord, that He doesn't delight in. So we know what? We don't repeat them, man. The Lord said to offend less. But nonetheless, hey, we should be getting, excited about these times that we're living in, man. All right. We'll just get back to that. But in John, it says, I think it's like 15, chapter 15, I think, or 14. It's one of them. I think it's verse 27 about how I leave you with peace, not of the world.
Khan, I got it right here.
Yeah.
It says John 14:27, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid.
You see? So, hey, to follow Yahushua is to suffer affliction, man. You know what I'm saying? To suffer these things. But don't be afraid, all right? Don't be bitter about it. hey, know and understand that you know, going through this bitterness, it's a sign of the Lord dealing with you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because these people in the world, hey, their life is sweet right now, man. That's why they're all going to bow down and take that micro C hit to continue that so-called sweet life for a season, man. You see?
That's right. It
So-
says,
Oh, go ahead.
says, ye have heard how I said unto you, I go away and come again unto you. If ye loved me, ye would rejoice, because I said, I go unto the Father, for my Father is greater than I. And now I have told you before it come to pass, that when it come to pass, ye might believe.
Right.
All right, and that was, that was it.
Well, no, and that's the thing. It's coming to pass. All these things, man. You know, and so that we believe and that we're not offended. You know, in these things, the Lord prepared us, man. All right, but knowing and understanding, you know, the Lord's will. Hey, this is just temporary, man. And you know what? We're suffering less than what our iniquities deserve. So keep that in mind as well. All right.
Right.
Because hey, it could definitely be way worse than whatever you're going through right now. It could definitely be worse than it, man. You know. So that's why we gotta be grateful and pray to the Most High. He directs our paths in truth, our steps in truth.
That's
You
right.
know, and keep us, you know, in that hope, prisoners of hope, man. And hope goes into expectation. So in the scriptures, it's right here to comfort us. It tells us, hey, this is temporary, man. All right, our sorrow is gonna turn into joy very soon, man. You know,
That's right.
this ain't forever. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But the kingdom will be.
Right, the kingdom will be. You know.
I got one real quick. This
ahead.
is Psalms 119 and 50. This is my comfort in my affliction, for thy word has quickened me. All right, and we actually have comfort as we get afflicted and tried and we go through these situations. We actually have Yahweh Shai on our side. We have Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. So within our afflictions, we have a comfort because we know Yahweh Shai, the Prince of Peace, man. All right, and when his presence is in your life, you know peace, man. Even during your afflictions, even while you're going through whatever you're going through, man, just to be able to pick up the scriptures and be able to read and, understand and be comforted by it, man. That's what it's all about, man.
Can you grab the one in Sirach, the cheerful countenance towards the Lord?
Con.
All right, because no matter what is going on, hey, we have Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, so call Haloyim La Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
Call.
You know what I'm saying? To no matter what happens or is thrown our way, hey, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord is with us.
It says, Sirach 26 and 4, whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart toward the Lord, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance.
See, so if you find yourself being bitter, down and out, getting weak, hey, you need to check yourself and examine yourself. All right? And get in the right spirit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because hey, this place must be overturned, man. All right, this bitterness, you must walk through this bitterness. All right, to get to the other side, you know what I'm saying? Hey, and that's part of the process. You got to trust the process of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. This is to make us better, man. To take off the dross that's on us. So that when the Lord looks upon us, he sees Yahweh Shai in us, man.
That's right. And if you're bitter, it says, that if you have a good heart toward the Lord, so if you're bitter, you got to clean your heart up, man. You got to read, man. If you're bitter and low in the spirit, well, feed the spirit, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you got to feed the spirit. You got to read. You got to pray. Call a brother, man. You got to do something in the spirit to quicken you back up, man. All right, because Babylon, you just go through the motions. You're always working. You're always doing this. And you're not reading or doing nothing spiritual. Of course, you're going to be low in the spirit, man. All right? So clean the heart up, man. You do that through the word, man. All right?
Yeah. Oh, can you grab that? Now you are washed by the word that I have spoken to you. John 15 and 3, I think.
John 15 and 3. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you.
You see? So, hey, you got to hear this word. You got to read this word. Eat it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna clean you up, man. Especially if you take heed to it. You see. So don't do these things in vain, man. You know, all these little. It's like working out or training. You know what I'm saying? MMA. Hey, it's all gonna prepare you for that great day, man. The day of of Jacob's trouble. You see. But you gotta start training now. You know what I'm saying? Be in the house of mourning now. You know what I'm saying?
You want to go back to the house of mourning?
No, it's okay. I'll figure it out, and we'll post it up in the description or something, Lord willing.
Con. So with that, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson and exhorting to any brothers or sisters out there. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rchakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles, bishops, and elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom and Ababa Ba.
Baba Ball.
Kwam Yasharala.
Yasharala Khan.